Hi everyone and welcome back to RetroB8. In today's episode we're going to be looking at the Commodore classics and we're going to be playing Ironman Stewart's Super Off-Road Racing. This is an absolute class game. You really should play this, guys, because on the Commodore 64 I'll go as far to say this is probably my second favourite racing game, only behind Stunt Car Racer. Completely different racing games, completely different like genres in their own right. But yeah, always enjoyed this game. It was a fantastic arcade game originally. I think the arcade was in '88, around about then. It had the 4 steering wheels. All 4 of you guys can have a go at the same time on track. And it was just an awesome, fun arcade game. Now, it went across onto the Commodore 64 pretty well as far as I'm concerned. It was published by Virgin Interactive in 1990. The game was originally developed for the Commodore 64 by Graftgold, and when it did come out in Zzap 64, it received 85%, which in Zzap is that's a pretty damn good game. The Commodore 64 version is a 1 to 3 player, so it's joystick and port 1 and 2, and someone who's quite unlucky on the keys on 3. As far as I'm aware, there was only one version that was 4 player, at least in 8-bit. In the 8-bit world anyway, and that was the NES, but even so you had to use some sort of like multi-tap or something like that. But this game's like almost an isometric view. So you can see the whole track at the same time. It's a little bit like a top-down racer, but I just think it's got more of a 3D element. You might be able to see, if I can quickly show you the screenshots on the back there. I think those are actually Commodore 64 screenshots as well, which back in the day, well, that maybe didn't happen too often. Another good positive thing about this game is that it was a single load, and it's not a big loader either, so once it's loaded, you and your mates are good to go. So, enough talk about the game, and let's see what it actually looks like. So, let's get down to some gameplay. Wow, well, do you know what? That game I still enjoy as much today as what I did back in the day. It's still such a, I don't know, it looks kind of cute. It's like a little bit like Super Skid Marks. If you remember Skid Marks, I think that was for the Amiga where I originally played it, but I'm sure that was on the 16-bit consoles, the SNES, the Mega Drive. I'm pretty sure that they had versions as well. But yeah, it's kind of like an early forerunner to that a little bit. But I love the jumps, I love the nitros. It's just a really, really cool game. And when you have a 2-player, it's just even better. But most games are better when the 2 players, especially on the Commodore 64. It was always more fun playing against another person than playing against the machine. Or that's what I found anyway. But that's it. That's all for this week. It's just a quick video. I wanted to show you one of my favourite racing games. So yeah, if you haven't got it, then hopefully by looking at that, you might find that you enjoy it. And that's it from me until next week. So guys, stay safe, and until next time, goodbye.